So this is the October zodiac sign readings. We're actually going to do this in two parts. Aries through Virgo first, and then next we'll have the second half, Libra through Pisces. Just to make sure that things are energetically balanced and that everyone gets good energy, good potency, especially for this month of October, because I've received a lot of messages over the past like 6 months or so that October is a biggie. So it already feels that way. It's not even here yet, but it already feels that way. So, wow. This is the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue. It is Anne Radley Valentine. It's flying out everywhere already, so I know the energy is really strong. And we're going to use this in a few other decks. But starting with this, and you know, typically I will do an overall message for everyone, but we're not going to do that this time. We're going to dive right into the signs. I will timestamp the signs so you can skip right to yours. I do recommend you checking out your ascending sign and your moon sign as well as your sun sign. And if you're not sure what those are, you can, you know, just download an app that will tell you. But it's really good to know because sometimes your energies can be a blend of all of those. And of course, you can always check out the sign for someone you're connected to or anything you just want insight into. That's why I like to put all the signs together so you can kind of skip around. Okay, so starting with Aries for October, let's see what's happening. This is a really huge deck, so it gets a little unwieldy. Okay, so we're just going to ask for the messages for October for Aries. Would you like Aries to know? Nine of Air. Nine of Air is that Nine of Swords energy. And in this deck, it is a little gentler than that typical anxiety message of the Nine of Swords. But this is expecting the worst and self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. So it's very important, Aries, that you focus on that self-fulfilling prophecies message here because, yes, you know, your mind could be filled with some worries, filled with anxieties. This is because a lot of change is happening. You know, we saw that in September with a lot of change happening, a lot of movement into your soul direction. So it could be that this is bringing some sense of anxiety, worry, stress, just a little bit of busy mind, okay? But remember that self-fulfilling prophecies thing is important because what you focus on energetically in your thoughts, words, actions is going to be reflected in your physical world. So one thing that Five of Earth, yes, this is fears surrounding money, needing to accept some help from others, you know, whether this is just a little bit of help, like a little guidance, or whether this is maybe some money help. Maybe you need to ask for help and accept it. Okay, so with these two messages coming out for you, Aries, I'm going to just bring your attention to the idea. Well, it's not just an idea, the understanding. Like we talked about before, that the readings reflect your energy, okay? So energy is not a fortune that's being told. Energy is not something that is static and can't be changed. It's not a sentence, you know. So when you see a reading like that, it's very important to use it to empower you, especially when it has to do with the swords, when it has to do with the mind. Well, anything it has to do with, but it's very important for you to use that to your advantage. Okay, it's very important for you to say, okay, there are things that I cannot change. Like when we look at the readings, the major arcana, those are the things that you really can't change. Those are the things like big Wheel of Fortune events in your life. These are things like, you know, these are the things that are destined to happen for you. But then everything else, the minor arcana, particularly things like the swords and those energies, are all things you can shift quite easily. So I'm just saying this because that awareness of that Nine of Swords energy, that awareness of that Five of Earth kind of feeling, you know, like a lack or feeling like there's not enough, feeling kind of worried, that can be shifted. And you can use this opportunity now with this reading to just right now, you could just pause, take some deep breaths. I would love it if you did. And focus on shifting into, okay, what do I want to focus on? What do I want to see happen? How do I want to shift my energies in October so that I can align with what I do desire and put my faith behind that and then see that in my material reality. Okay, so when you do that, this card already flew out, but I would love to see how those energies shift as you put that energy into this reading. Okay, so the Seven of Fire. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. Okay, so this is that energy of you have worked, Aries, you've done a lot of soul work. You've done a lot of healing work. You've done a lot to get yourself to a certain place, the top of the mountain. You know, you have really climbed. They're saying not the top, but like, you know, high up on the mountain. Not the top because, you know, this is just part of the journey. I feel like in October, this is going to be crucial. You're sort of those mountain climbers when they talk about, you know, reaching the summit, you're in that push. Okay, you're in that push. So as you climb up, yes, there are things where you have to kind of block certain energies. This is the card about blocking those energies that are just not going to be lifting you up toward the top. So you're going to focus now as you're shifting your energy, as you're shifting your thoughts, your focus. You're going to align with what will pull me up to the top, to that summit. And it's important to remember, you know, this last leg going up the mountain, it is the toughest. You know, the air gets really thin and it gets to be a struggle and you're tired. But how can you best use your energy? That's it. Mountain climbers have to think about that. How can I best conserve my energy? How can I best use my energy? How can I best be most efficient with what I do have to use it to reach the top? And in the energy they're giving me, Aries, is this sense of like, okay, let's calm. Like I keep feeling like I need to take a deep breath and just recenter. So I just feel like let's do that together. Just like deep breath, recenter. One more message, because it feels like a very kind of tense energy. Yeah. 10 of air, but here we go. So that shifting that you just did, you did it, okay? 10 of air, the end of a difficult situation, embracing change, expecting things to get better now. And it also adds in this deck, recovering from addiction. So this is really beautiful. That's the shift you just made in your energy. Okay, if you are synchronistically drawn to this, you are in vibration with this. You took that opportunity to see that 9 of Swords. Take that moment and shift it to the 10 of Swords. You did that, Aries, because you're powerful. And you know how powerful you are. And you really have an awareness of that. You, I would say more than any other sign, have an awareness of your power within yourself. Use it. Use it. Don't let anyone else dictate. Don't let anything make you feel like you're out in the cold. Don't let anything make you feel like you can't make it to the top of that mountain. Don't let any of those energies coming at you knock you from where you've worked so hard to get. Do not do that, please. And you won't, because you've shifted to the end of that mental anguish, the end of the pain. You did that just now. So now that you did that, 10 of air, 10 reduces to a 1. So now you can start new, okay? And I'm going to do just one more message from this deck about that new. Beautiful. Gosh, I love that. Okay. Queen of Water, which is Queen of Cups. This is relationships developing to a new level, trusting your intuition, and caring for yourself and others. Okay, so as this comes out, then I can feel this. Okay, so it's like Aries, for October, it's like you just needed a little reminder that you're in control, because you are. You are in control. Because you have so many, you know, voices around you and voices in the mind and things kind of, you know, trying to take that control from you with that 7 of Wands. It kind of trying to make you feel that you're not in control, but you are. You are, with your connection, your divine connection, with that connection within your soul, and with that connection in your heart. Because this is love, trusting your intuition, taking that deep breath, caring for yourself, tuning into what's right in your heart. That's where your power is. You know what this is really about, Aries, in October for you? It's remembering where your power is. It's remembering, Aries, that your power is not in the mind although you have power over your mind, your power is not in your mind, right? Your power is in your heart. You have the biggest heart. You have the greatest, you have such a great capacity to love and to give yourself love and others love. And sometimes because you have such a powerful mind, it can override and make you forget that, kind of screen that out. But now's the time. You've just shifted into that end of the pain, end of the mental anguish, and now you can come into this. It's like, let's start October in this energy, that depth, that Queen of Cups, that Queen of Water. Beautiful for Aries. Thank you. Lenormand message for Aries. Yeah, death and rebirth, okay. And that 8, it's about connection. Connection with your divine essence. And it's rebirth and death. And I really am just feeling this like release. This is release. It's like, oh God, release from all the mental anguish, all of the mental torture you've been putting yourself through, that you've been allowing others to put you through. I really feel this. The Aries reading has been a journey, and just when I said that, it was 11:11 on the counter. Wow. So it's about setting boundaries. Setting boundaries not in a, hey, you know, get away from me kind of way. Setting boundaries in a, I respect my own energy. I respect my own self, my own heart. And, you know, like that 7 of Wands, I'm just not going to allow anything to knock me down from where I've worked to get. That's you, Aries. You've worked hard for this because it was a long time coming to have this clarity of what's right for you. Have this mental clarity, have this clarity in your soul, and have this vision of what's right for you. And now you know. I'm an Aries ascending sign, and I just feel such a connection with this reading. I always feel a connection with the Aries readings, but this one, it's like I just feel like I've just been on that journey with you, and I have. Yeah, look at that. So as you have ended that mental anguish, as you have been very clear about what's not going to work for you anymore, where your power is. You know, where your power is. Yes, you can use your mind. Yes, you can use the sharpness and the clarity that you have to help you and move you forward. But it's that vision and it's that heart, leading from your heart, that is your real strength right now. And that's what's really moving you into this yang new beginning. I think you get this card so much, this fiery Aries energy. And this is about that, I mean, it's like a bang in October. It's like a bang of just the right elements coming together to combust. You know, just the right elements coming together to cause this beginning. Just the right mix. Just the right balance of heart, mind, soul. Okay? Okay, and your love message for October, Aries. Your love message for October, Aries. It is safe for you to love. Aries, you're going to make me cry. Oh my God, that shift into the heart, that shift from the mind, that shift into the heart to know that it's safe to be in your heart. Because your heart is so big and your heart can feel so much that it hasn't felt like a safe place to be in the past, and that's why you retreated to the mind. And of course that's understandable to have happened. But now it's a new time. It's a new time. And it's a new time. It's safe for you to love because you've made it safe. In your connection with your divine essence and your connection with the divine, you've made it safe, Aries. No one else. It's not safe because you found the right person. It's not safe because it's the right time. It's safe because you and the divine, you've found that perfect combination within yourself, that perfect balance within yourself. You've come to that trust and depth within your heart. You've come to that place where you have worked so hard and cleared so much in your mind that now it's safe for you to love. This doesn't say it's safe for someone to love me. It's safe for me to love someone. It's safe for you to love. Just to love. It's safe to be in your heart. It is safe for you to be this Queen of Water, Aries. Oh, Beautiful. Aries, already my favorite reading for October, and you're the first one. I am loving that. Okay, this is the Alice in Wonderland oracle, which is one of my new favorites. No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. This kind of says it all. No need to fear, no need to allow the mind and all its noise and chatter and, oh, this could happen, that could happen. No need to allow that to run you anymore. Remember how powerful you are. And you are powerful, Aries. Extremely powerful. Your true power is this. Your depth of feeling, your heart. No need to fear. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Aries. Okay. Take a breath before Taurus. Okay. So, Taurus. Let's see what messages for Taurus at this time. I can see that it's a really good thing to have broken these up. I may have to break them up even further. No? Okay. Because, wow. Taurus. Okay. First message for Taurus, 10 of air. Okay, so October for you, Taurus, is bringing the end of a difficult situation. It's a time to embrace the change that's coming. Okay, so with the fall, with the change of seasons, with things getting cooler, this is going to be a refreshing time of change for you. Because, you know, there's a pattern, there's a tendency, there's something within you that you have finally said, I don't need that anymore. It never was really serving me, and I'm going to leave it behind. Okay? So for Taurus, Page of Water. So this is a new beginning in feelings. Okay, you've ended that pain, and the air card, 10 of air, was mental. And you're moving into this new energy of the heart, a new person. It could be a new person, it could be a new energy within a relationship, a new person entering your life, or like it says here, a relationship entering a new phase, and also heightened psychic abilities, heightened divine gifts. So you're coming into a very new energy in October, Taurus, of intuition and sensitivity. It could be that these gifts, this opening up, is kind of triggered by this new person or new phase of a relationship. If it's someone you're already with, you're going to feel like it's a whole new beginning with that person. Okay. Knight of Air. So this is the Knight of Swords. This is intelligence, decisiveness, determination. Events occurring with great speed. This is like a very quick night, quick moving night. And creative solutions. Okay, so this is having mental clarity. So because that 10 of air, you've ended this old pain, this old way of thinking that would cause you pain. Now you can move forward as the Knight of Air in this quick energy of clarity and knowing what's right for you. And it's sort of, I'm getting in October, it's an epiphany for you, Taurus. It's like a light bulb moment of like, I never saw this. So with this 10 of Swords, you're ending that. This Page of Water, you're feeling these new feelings, and because this new feeling in your heart, I'm getting it like sort of a butterflies feeling. So this butterflies feeling is giving you this. So it's like this. You're seeing someone in a new light, or you're seeing someone for the first time, and it's bringing about this sense of, now I know what I want. Now I know what I want. It's not because this person is what you want. It's because this person is sort of the lens through which you are able to have clarity, okay? Because they reflect something to you in this heart space, in this new, it's like a exciting, like I said, butterfliesy kind of feeling that brings clarity to you about exactly which direction you want to go now. 2 of Earth. Too much going on at once, the need to make a decision. So because this kind of fluttery, oh, this is new, this is exciting, energy is happening in your heart, you have this mental clarity, you're going to have to make a change in your life. October is going to be a month for a big decision for you. I'm getting, Taurus. This is going to be a big decision. This could be big, you know, like ending a marriage, big, leaving a job, big. You got the Ten of Air again. You're definitely ending pain. You're definitely ending something that just was not right for you, something that just was not working for you. It's like, that's over. Time for that to be over. Okay? So October is the time, Taurus. You're going to be making a very exciting, it's like the decision may be tough because you've got to make it now. It's like you've put it off for a long time. I know in that Taurus earth energy, you know, you can kind of, you can put it off for a long time. And so it's like, now's the time. Like, you know, you have to reach that saturation point. October's your saturation point, where it's going to be like, now's the time. But the great part is, even if this decision is difficult, and because I'm having trouble with my words, Taurus, you may have some trouble expressing yourself. So just slow down, slow it all down, and focus on what it is that you need to express, on what it is that's true for you. Okay. So I was going to say that the benefit of making that decision in October that you will be making is that you get this new butterflies, you know, exciting feeling that is heart-based. And that can that will make it all feel worth it. That will make it all worth it. Yeah. And also it's important, Taurus, to remember, as you make this decision, as you make this shift in your physical life, you are being divinely lifted up and carried over the obstacles. See how this ship is flying over the mountains? And it's a 3, which represents the trinity of you in balance inside yourself with the divine. You, your yin yang, and the divine. And in that energy, you're being lifted up over any obstacle. So anything that feels like, well, wait, I need to make this decision, but this is in the way, and that's in the way, and this doesn't make sense, and what about that? You're going to be lifted over those things. They will not hinder you in your journey. They will not hinder you in your transition, I'm hearing, okay? Taurus, so all is well, okay? All right, so Taurus, also in October, along with this exciting new beginning, like I said, you know, what's coming in to you is, whether it's in this new energy in an existing relationship or this new person, it's going to reflect out some things that still need to be released or still need to be looked at. For you, Taurus, I'm actually seeing this as the things that really need to be looked at, because there have been things where you've kind of been like, I'd rather not really see that or focus on that thing. The shadow aspects, okay? They're the things that you kind of kept in the dungeon. Whether this is just realities that you didn't care to acknowledge, or secrets that you didn't want to told or want to know, or just parts of yourself that you tried to keep hidden. These are going to come out, but look, when they come out, it's brilliant, it's bright, it's not nearly as bad as you would think. You know, you've got them locked away as if they're going to hurt something, but they're not. When they're illuminated, you go, oh my God, that really wasn't so bad after all. And, you know, what was I hiding that for? Because your shadows are even beautiful, is what I'm getting. Even your shadows are beautiful, Taurus. So, and you know, sometimes they were things you just didn't want to deal with because they seemed inconvenient. But it's much more inconvenient to spend the energy on hiding them, right? Or suppressing them or repressing them. Okay? So in October, they're going to come out, but it's not going to be bad. It's going to be good. It's going to bring everything into the light. And it's going to bring that balance like we're talking about. Okay? So love message for Taurus for October is attraction. See? Just like that page of water, that page of cups energy, it is you feeling that beautiful fluttery attraction, feeling your heart awakening with all this green, and really enjoying the moment. Yeah. And this is enjoying the moment on levels that maybe you haven't before. Because Taurus, you know, you're very good at enjoying things in the physical. You're very good at, you know, the finer things, enjoying that. But this is maybe has to do with enjoying the aspects of life and yourself. Enjoying the aspects of yourself and allowing the aspects of yourself to be enjoyed that have really not been fully appreciated up till now, okay? Or that you really haven't paid attention to up till now. So this is exciting for October, okay, for Taurus. Okay, breathe, okay? This is an 11, so you're receiving your divine guidance. You're receiving your divine guidance when you're quiet, when you're still, you will hear it. And it is really important in October that you pay attention to that. Close attention to that guidance. Taking that time to be quiet and still in October. Because you are making this big decision. Go within and you will have that clarity that you need. You will receive that guidance that you need. But only when you take time for yourself and really, really listen and breathe, okay? Breathe into it. Breathe into this shift. And you know, this heart energy that you're in, it feels new. So take the time to feel it. Take the time to explore it. It is a page, you know, so it's a young energy. So it's not like the night where you have to worry about a lot of action right now. You're just gonna feel it. You're just going to explore it. You're going to allow this newness to be explored. Yeah, there we go. Change in the night. It's another 11, divine guidance. You have changed quickly. So Taurus, October is a month for you of rapid change. Again, change from that focusing on holding these parts of yourself back to allowing them to come forward. And so that's why they're saying, you know, take the time and breathe. Because with that 2 of earth, that decision you're making in your physical life and the changes that you're going through, be kind to yourself. Changed in the night. It's interesting that changed in the night is a lot like this shadow aspects. It's like allowing what was in the darkness to be illuminated and to be changed. And this is going to bring really beautiful new things for you, Taurus. It may feel scary at first, see kind of these scary looking figures in the background. It may feel scary at first, but you are being guided, remember that. And the things that feel scary, you know, they're not going to really hurt you. It's just a matter of looking at it and going, oh, okay. You know, just sort of confronting them. Many things just need to be seen and accepted for what they are in October, Taurus. So it's going to be less about you actually changing anything. It's going to be more about you just making that decision, sort of setting that course, allowing those things that you've been kind of hiding to be illuminated, and then moving forward in that. Really integrating the change is what I'm getting, is what October is going to be about. Integrating that change within yourself. Okay? Then, you know, as you move forward, you will see your world reflecting that change in big ways. But for now, in October, it's just about allowing that shift to happen within yourself and making that decision that requires. Okay? Thank you, Taurus. That was beautiful. So next is Gemini. Okay. So what message is there for Gemini for October? What would you guides like Gemini to know for Gemini's greatest good and highest purpose in October? 7 of air, plans that need revision. More going on that meets the eye than meets the eye, and poor timing. So this 7 of air, this is about you're not getting the full picture right now. Air is that mental energy, is that swords energy. So don't allow your mind, Gemini, to deceive you into thinking that it knows everything about what's going on in October, because you're not going to be seeing the full picture. It's important to remember. Oh, it came out again. Okay. Plans that need revision. Okay. All right. So they're showing me like there's a large blueprint, you know, they're showing me, and that you've been focused in on this one little part of the blueprint. And maybe you've been like, kind of getting Gemini, that you've been kind of obsessing, sort of hyper-focusing on this one little aspect of life or of yourself. And then when you pull back, there's all these other parts of the blueprint that affects and that are affected by that. Okay. I think I said the same thing twice, but you know what I mean. That affect that, and that, you know what I mean. So it's important just to kind of release and go, you know what, I don't know everything about the whole big plan, and maybe I've been hyper-focusing on this part. Maybe I need to release and say, the fact that this part, whether it's your relationships or your job or whatever, hasn't seemed to be going the way I thought it should at this point, might be part of this bigger plan, pieces and parts that are moving into place. So let me release my focus on that for a little bit, pull back, and just sort of gain a new perspective in October. And remember, it's come out in the reading for another sign, that it's important to remember during these readings that it's all about you becoming aware of your energy, aware of what you can shift within your energy, so that you can align with what you do want. Yes. Okay, so as you shift your perspective, Gemini, as you release that hold on that one detail of the bigger plan in October, you're going to see something move into a new depth. So this Queen of Waters, the Queen of Cups, this is about loving unconditionally, trusting your intuition. And when I say unconditionally, I mean loving for the sake of loving. Not loving so that someone will do something, or not loving so that you're achieving an outcome that you expect or want, but loving for the sake of loving. And this can even be, loving yourself for the sake of loving yourself. So really, Gemini, what I'm getting for you so far for October is it's going to be so important for you to release your expectations and, the desired outcome you have, particularly in that one area, whatever that is for you. And to say, thank you to God, to the divine, thank you to your own higher self, that, you have God, and you have my higher self, this broader perspective that I can't see right now, and you know what's happening. So thank you that you're just aligned, thank you that you're showing me the steps to take that are in alignment with that for my greatest good and highest purpose. I release my need to control these details, my need to control this one aspect. And I move more into my heart. And just in every moment, am I coming from a place in this decision? Am I coming from a place of love, or am I coming from a place of fear? Am I coming from a place of the heart, or am I coming from the mind? And moving more and more and more into that Queen of Cups heart energy, Queen of Water. Okay, Gemini, so as you do that, review and evaluate. Now this is renewal, which is in this deck a lovely way of presenting the Death card. And it is lovely. It's all about, is it the Death card or is it the Tower? It's the Death card. So it's about, because it's time to move in a new direction. And this is a 20, which reduces to a 2. So I feel like, Gemini, in your reading so far, this is about releasing your expectations, the expectations you had around a relationship, around a connection, and allowing love to come to you however the divine is bringing it in, seeing this bigger, or releasing that you're not seeing the bigger picture. Favorable assessment of the facts, looking at things a different way, putting to rest the way the sort of, they're showing me like this grip, this strong grip on something, that this story that you've been telling yourself about how this is, releasing that and allowing the possibility that, hey, there's a lot of things I don't know, I don't truly know, any reality beyond my own perception. Don't really know what this other person's been going through or perceiving. And I can release and allow that, all of this is being divinely orchestrated and brought into balance for the greatest good and highest purpose of all of us. Yeah, releasing it. Two of Air. So this is Two of Swords, which is a stalemate. It's being unable or unwilling to make a decision. And pretending there's not a problem. Pretending like, there's no need to change anything. There's no need to decide anything. Everything's fine. Again, I'm getting that sort of denial vibe for you, Gemini. And it's time to release the denial. It's time to release the control grip and allow the divine to show you in October this broader vision that the divine has in mind for you that's beautiful. It's that thing of, you've aligned with, this is what I want, but it's releasing to, okay, I know, God, that you're bringing me this or something better. It's the possibility that it could look even better than what you had in mind, Gemini. I'm sure your plan was beautiful, but releasing that idea that you might, that you had it all figured out. Because when you do that, that's when the true, brilliant divine plan can unfold. Okay. And then this is talking about, what that brings in, which is this beautiful sense of balance, this beautiful sense of reciprocity, of receiving everything that you've been feeling like you should receive. You can, with the Six of Earth, new opportunities. Yeah, it's like when you release that, but this is mine, I was supposed to have this, or I'm supposed to have this. When you release that and trust the divine to bring in what is truly yours, that's when the scales balance out. That's when you do receive what feels right. Because it is. It's divinely right. It's divine justice, which is what's happening in October for you, Gemini. Divine justice. And I'm getting, this is going to happen every day of October. It's going to happen a little bit every day. That things will start feeling throughout the month more and more and more and more balanced, more and more and more and more fair, quote unquote. More and more just. Okay, because you are releasing more and more of that control and allowing the divine to even things out. Yeah, and you're being lifted up over the obstacles. When you release that grip, then the divine can lift you up. It's like if you were the captain of this ship, Gemini, as we were talking about in the beginning of like, it has to be this way. If you're the captain of this ship and you've been saying that, it has to, we have to go this course. This is the course. This is the way we're going to get there. But the divine has been trying to lift up your ship out of the water and carry it over the mountains. Carry it a more direct and beautiful and amazing route. A miraculous one. So this beautifully sums up what we've said so far, which is, God, the divine, your higher self, is trying to lift you up over the obstacles, but you've been focused for a while on those obstacles, Gemini. So it's time to release the grasp on those so that you can be lifted over them. That's beautiful. Okay, thank you. That's gorgeous, Gemini. So, energy. October is a time when you're going to feel the power of this energetic connection, what we're talking about with this that you've been focused on. You've been focused on this. For many of you, I'm feeling it's a person that you're connected to in this energy in the heart. And you've that energetic connection is still there. And it will be more powerful than ever in October. Because you're going to release and allow it to be, and then you'll see amazing things happen from the power of this energy. So allow the energetic. I'm getting for you, it's like you've kind of been maybe like, okay, the energy, the connection thing, that's all great, but I want to see these results in my physical life. And you've been attached to how they show up in your physical life. But now, Gemini, in October, it's the time to release that, to move into the energy, to move into where your heart is leading you. To see where that leads you, so that you can be moved into those broader, more miraculous, and more expansive possibilities and true love. Yeah. True love. That's your love message for October. So this is beautiful together, you know, allowing that heart connection to lead you. And it's going to come up behind you in your physical life. It's going to come up and surprise you. And then you might have this sense, you know, of leaning back and going, oh, you were there all along. Like you were there. When I trusted, I leaned back and you were there. And the angel, the divine, is orchestrating this. Is pushing things along. But this is possible because you surrender. Because you have that trust with the divine. Not because you've been focusing on and making anything happen like before, right, Gemini? That's the shift you're making in October, okay? Yeah. And for you, it's important to just breathe, ask for guidance in your meditations, trust, release that grip. There's such a message for you, Gemini, that it's so strong of releasing that grip and tapping into the true wisdom of that inner self, that higher self. Just closing your eyes, you know, to the physical, to what you have believed to be true, clearing your mind, and then really feeling that higher self guidance, okay? It's really going to surprise you, Gemini. This is such an energy of when you let go, you'll be so blown away by what happens in October, okay? Yeah, here you go. A creative spark, a new beginning, all in the golden afternoon from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle. Imagination, conception. It's number one. It's a new beginning. So this is what can come in when you allow. When you let go and allow. Let go of that grip. You know, to accept there's so much going on that your mind cannot, that none of our minds can grasp. And that all the pieces and parts are being moved together in the way that best serves you. Okay, because there's been like a sense of disappointment, Gemini, like, you know, I'm just getting like a where's mine? Where's mine kind of feeling. It's coming to you in a way more beautiful than you could ever orchestrate. So to allow and embrace that will be the guidance for you in October, okay, Gemini, because it's coming. So beautiful. Thank you. I had to stop and check the meaning of that renewal card because that was bothering me. I was getting a sort of a ending, or like I said, death energy. That was the releasing of the grip. But the renewal card in this deck is actually judgment. So just like the reading was saying, things being brought into balance, like with that Six of Earth, things being brought into reciprocity, into a feeling of, you know, you receiving what it is that feels divinely just. So that's perfect. Okay, thank you. I just had to clarify that. And now I'm going to go to Cancer. Cancer for October. Thank you. Messages for Cancer, 10 of Air. A lot of signs have gotten this card. So October is definitely going to be the end of some difficulty. This is the end of a difficult cycle. This is the end of a lot of mental anguish. You know, a lot of anxiety. Because you have, because Cancer, you are accepting things as they are. Even if you're doing it because you have to, even if you're doing it because you really don't have a choice, in October, you're accepting things as they are and you're moving forward in this new beginning. So I'm kind of getting like it or not, you know, for Cancer. It's like whether it feels good or not, you are having a new beginning come in, and it's going to be for your greatest good. So even if this thing that's ending, even if you were kind of clinging and not wanting it to end, it is for your greatest good and highest purpose. So just, you know, trusting that, knowing that. I know that's much easier said than done. Five of Air is next. This is the Five of Swords. And this is a difficult energy because this is feeling like you've been hurt, betrayed, feeling like someone's kind of done something to you. And this card talks about motives, other people's motives and whatever happened. And here it's called an unwise choice. So in some other decks, it's more of like a kind of stabbed in the back energy, but here it's an unwise choice. So it just could be that things just weren't handled in the best way. It's not as harsh as a full-out betrayal, but it's things having not been handled in the right way. But I am feeling that this is something in the past because you did get that 10 of Air, so it's over, and it is for your greatest good and highest purpose that it's over. So just remember that, so you can move into this new beginning. And yeah, this clarity. Okay, so this is the King of Air. This is having new clarity. This is having new confidence. You know, this change has moved you into this feeling of command. Because, you know, before in this old energy where somebody was maybe just not treating you the best or not handling things the best way, you know, in what you would call the best way, you had a lot of fogginess, Cancer. You had a lot of, I don't really know what's going on, but maybe I'm just going to stay in denial. Whatever that was, but now, as the King of Air, in October, you're being brought into this, okay, well, I may not have liked how that happened, but now I have a lot of clarity about where I'm going. And that is a gift, and you are the king in that, so you can definitely move forward in this commanding energy. That's beautiful. Yeah, new beginning. And that will bring you into, in October, into this Ace of Earth, this gift from the divine in the physical. So I'm really feeling for you, Cancer. It's like you're just not a fan of how everything's unfolded, and I get it. It just wasn't your plan. You didn't think it was fair. Someone seemed to have gotten away with something, but just releasing all that is going to be to your benefit, because God's really like emptying your arms so that you can receive this bigger gift. You may have thought that that was great and you wanted to hold on to it, but the divine's trying to give you something bigger and better and more perfect for you with this Ace of Earth in October. So it's very important that you remain in this King of Air state of, okay, I have clarity, keep moving forward on your path, because the divine is bringing you this huge gift where when you're holding, yeah, you got the Knight of Air too. So clarity, moving forward quickly in this decisiveness. Okay, so with this new mental clarity, it's important that you have that, because you need to recognize when the divine brings in this huge gift, so you can go, oh, this is so much better than anything I had before, and it's so much better than anything I could have imagined. So beautiful. I love that. Thank you for Cancer. And the Lenormand message, yeah, you are receiving that. This is an 11, adds up to an 11 for divine guidance. She's receiving a rose here. So, you know, the divine is asking you to trust. This is like that Ace of Earth. You know, it's like trust that you are being brought this gift. You can expect it. You can watch for it, because you may have a feeling of like something was taken from you. But trust me, I'm getting, you know, don't trust me. I'm getting from the energy, trust me. It's divine. It's a divine trust me. None of it's me. Don't trust me. But the message is, trust me. It's going to be so worth it. Okay? That's for you, Cancer. Just trust me. It's going to be so worth it. From your guide. From your guides. Goddess of Strength. Mary Magdalene. It's a number 1, new beginning. So you're being asked, Cancer, to show tremendous strength so that you can receive and justify is the word I'm getting. Justify these beautiful, huge gifts that are coming in. So with great responsibility comes great strength. With great, wait, what's that? Great gifts come great responsibility. Is that it? It's like for those who are given a lot, there's a lot of responsibility. Is that it? I hope you know what I'm saying. That's why you need the strength, because you're being given so much, too much to, yeah, I know now. I know you're just sitting there screaming it. I know. I hear you. To whom much is given, much is expected. Yes? Okay. So, I'm a little slow on the uptake sometimes, but I do get there. Goddess of strength. So it is important for you to show that strength because you're receiving a lot from the divine. Strength comes from being divinely loved. So that strength comes from the divine. You will receive the strength you need to endure what you have endured. It's really already over. So that you can move into this October receiving. Okay? Beautiful. Your love message, Cancer. Okay. You are going to be brought... Now, with this card I'm getting for you, Cancer, that the way love is being brought into you in October is going to surprise you. All of these things that are being brought into you in October are going to surprise you because really you thought you had it all figured out, right? You thought, no, this is the way things are supposed to be, and then this situation or person or whatever kind of messed it up. And now you're being moved into this situation in October where the divine is bringing in all these surprises in your physical world. So surprises having to do with money, work, and love. And you're going to have this sense of like, really, this person? Like, it might be someone you already know. But it's definitely being guided. See, all these angels. It's like, you're going to have an element of surprise with who the divine is bringing in for you, Cancer. It's going to be very pleasant, but you're going to definitely be surprised. You're going to be like, really? Okay. All right. It's not what I thought, but it'll be authentic and true. I'm really getting there's going to be a reveal, Cancer, for many of you around someone you already know. So it's going to be the kind of thing where this person you've known, suddenly who they are to you and who you are to them is clear because someone comes out and says that or shows that, what's always been hidden. They're ready to come from their higher selves, and that's going to bring a lot of change with this 5. So Cancer, I'm really getting this could be kind of a surprise person, someone you already know for many of you. Okay, and then finally for Cancer, from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle. Wow, mortality. Life is brief, bright, and beautiful, and yours to live. Mortality. Life is brief, bright, and beautiful, and yours to live. So this is a sense, Cancer, that really a lot of the energy in your reading is like God is bringing and offering you a lot. Don't overlook it. October is going to be the time when it's important for you to really embrace and recognize what God is bringing in, what the divine is bringing into you. In love, and with that Ace of Earth, in those offerings, that big thing that's coming into your life, please do not overlook it. Please do not discount it. Because this life is beautiful and it's yours to live. And what you're being brought is exactly what you are divinely intended to receive. When you're coming from a place of knowing, of that clarity like you received, from when that five of swords betrayal happened, or letting down, whatever degree it was, that person actually was doing you a favor because they were allowing you to move into what was truly yours. So please don't overlook it because you might be clinging to something that was not really yours. Because there's something that's even more perfect for you that you may not have been recognizing or may not currently be recognizing in October. So please seize that. Seize the day is what I'm getting here. Seize the day and seize the gifts that the divine has given you. Okay? Beautiful. Thank you, Cancer. That was really profound feeling. Thank you. And next is Leo. Leo for October. Let's see. What's happening for Leo and the Angel Tarot. Four of Fire. Wow, Leo, you're the only one so far. Four of Wands, Four of Fire, contentment, peace, and abundance. Happy home life, successful completion of a project. This is home, abundance, love, joy. I just always see this as like the beautiful finish line, the soul finish line, where it's like you're not finished, but it feels like at least a significant mile marker of joy and like, okay, you've arrived, right? You've arrived at this place where you can breathe and enjoy this sense of harmony, this sense of union, unity, this new level. Yeah, beautiful. King of Air, Leo. So speaking your mind with confidence, bringing a sense of balance to all of your decisions, this King of Air. Diplomatic also. So I'm sensing here, see this herd of unicorns in the background, and the King of Air is just confidently riding forward. It's like where there may have been a lot of mentally conflicting energies before happening around you, maybe coming from other people, a lot of noise. Now, as the King of Air in October, you are moving into this sense of being in command of all that, being having the clarity and the power, yes, with the Seven of Fire as well, to just block any energies that are not right and uplifting for you, to just sort of block out anything that's not serving you. That's what this is. You know, it's like, that doesn't feel right to me. See all these little arrows flying into her. It's like, nope, nope, nope. So as this King of Air, you have a new clarity and a new command over what you allow into your energetic space, into your life. Because you know, with that Four of Wands, you know your destiny. You got the King of Air again. So this is very important, that mental clarity. You have mental clarity that, you know, my destiny is this harmony, this joy, this love. That is where I'm going. That is where I am. That is what's being reflected in my life. So I just don't have time anymore for that energy I used to put up with. I don't have time anymore for all of those nagging distractions is what I'm getting. That used to drain my energy. That's not going to happen anymore as the King of Air. It's not going to happen anymore. Okay? So one thing in that King of Air energy that you will need to take command over is these worries about money. With the Five of Earth in October, worries about money may pop up. You may feel like you're in this energy of lack. You may feel like, you know, I just don't see where enough is going to come from. I'm feeling on my own. But it's important to realize that you're supported to open to the ways that you may be supported that you may not be seeing or realizing, and to allow those to flow in, to align with the knowing that the divine is supporting you in the physical in ways that are beyond, you know, your ability to predict or know, but that you're trusting that and you're taking the steps you're being guided to take to be in alignment and receive that. But a lot of it for you, Leo, in October is going to be about blocking out those energies that are not in alignment with that, whether it's your own mind or someone else's voice. Ending that difficult mental pattern, ending that difficult cycle or cycles that would hold you back. You're now going to gallop forward in this new beginning because you're ending those things that would pull you back, distract you, drain you. I'm really getting on energy of like all these little things that would drain you, Leo. You're not going to allow that to happen anymore because you're moving and have moved into that new King of Air power. Okay, and this is beautiful because from that Five of Earth, you are going to shift into the Page of Earth. Good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging, shifting gears. Having this new energy of, you know what? I can do anything. I can do anything through the divine. I can do anything in this King of Air clarity. Nothing's going to hold me back anymore. So October for you, Leo, is going to be very much about, the card they're showing me the strongest is that Seven of Wands. Well, that Four of Wands, of course, about knowing that you are already successful, knowing that you are already being brought to that divine kind of finish line. You're already victorious. But the card they're showing me most strongly for your guidance to know is that Seven of Wands. It's going to be really important for Seven of, what do they call it here? Fire. Seven of Fire. It's going to be very important for you to ward off, don't spend a lot of energy doing it, but just be really conscious and ward off anything that's not supporting you. In this new clarity, there's your confirmation. In this new clarity, in this new momentum, in this Page of Earth energy, because the Page of Earth, you know that, so you're getting a lot of help, a lot of luck, a lot of fortuitousness. When you move into this, okay, yes, I'm going to allow this new energy of that Page of Earth to move in and to bring me this support in the physical. Because Leo, what I'm getting is, you know, with that Page of Earth coming from the Five of Earth, coming from that place of lack, coming from that place of feeling like, where is it going to come from? This Page of Earth is like this new seedling, okay? So the divine in October is giving you this new seedling of a beginning in the physical, of a beginning in abundance. And is saying to you, protect this seedling, Leo, from all of this energy that's not good for it. Protect it from the weeds. Protect it from the weeds. Funny that this is technically like a weed, right? But it is, the message is protect your new growth in the physical from all those energies that would not serve it. I'm just feeling into something else here. Oh, 4. So it's a 4-leaf clover. A lucky 4-leaf clover. That's it. Okay. So they want you to remember that you have that luck. You have that 4 of Wands. You have, you know, call it luck, but it's the divine. You have that protection. You have that charmedness on your side. So when you would be tempted to, you know, fall into that place of lack or that, whatever that energy that those other voices would come from, just remember you're charmed, okay? You're charmed by the divine. And you're going to see that charmedness come out in October in really big ways. Yeah, see? You're charmed. God of protection. 7 for divine guidance. It's the God of protection. That's so amazing, because I was getting this sense of like, you know, yes, protect your seedling, protect your growth, but remember, you're charmed, you're protected, you are, but it's, you have to tap into that. You have to know that. You have to give that more power than any of that mental energy or any of that thing from those other people, that thing from those other people, you know what I mean? Any of that stuff that comes from them. You're going to give this, that divine protection, that charmedness, much more power. That's what it is, okay? Your love message for October, Leo. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from the usual type and expectations. Interesting. So this goes with also that, you know, protecting your energy, protecting your view, protecting your perception of what's coming into you, knowing that the divine is bringing into you exactly what's right for you, and that, yes, it may differ from your expectations. It may differ from that which you've had an attachment to. Even if it is the person that you're with or you thought you'd be with, it still may differ from your expectations in the way that it comes about in October, okay? Remember that? Oh yeah, whole new beginning, yang new beginning. Remember, you're charmed. Remember, you have the divine on your side. It's this unstoppable fire energy. You've gotten so much fire in your reading, Leo. Remember, you are the fire. Remember. Remember that, because October is where you're going to come into remembering the power of your fire and not allowing others to distract you from it, to make you forget, because you are charmed, okay? Especially in October, Leo. Alice in Wonderland, Oracle message for Leo. Thank you. Shine bright like a candle. Like a candle, like a flame, like a fire. You will make it through this. Okay. So again, it's about remembering that you are divinely protected. You have that divine luck on your side, always. You will be carried through that time where you have to do that 7 of Wands. And remember your destiny with the 4 of Wands. Remember, you will make it through this. And not only will you make it through this, you will make it through this to something beautiful, to something joyful, loving, harmonious, full, satisfying. This time is temporary. And October is a time when you will need to remember, keep an open mind, and remember just how protected, loved, and charmed you really are. Okay? Because remember that first card, the 4 of Fire, the 4 of Wands. Beautiful. Okay? Thank you, Leo. Okay. So finally, we are going to do Virgo for October. Virgo. Thank you. Okay. Ooh. King of Water. Trustworthy. Compassionate. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Okay, and the King of Water is giving. He's strong, he's deep, he's in command of his own resources is what I'm getting. Emotional resources, very emotionally capable. And this is where you've come to, Virgo, respected as well. You've come from a place of having to do a lot of healing and having to clear away a lot of blockages, barriers to love, to a place of being someone that others can trust emotionally. You're someone that people can come to. And particularly in October, Virgo, I'm feeling a lot of people are going to come to you. Virgo, a lot of people are going to come to you when they need that heart strength, when they need someone who will hear them, who will hold a space for them, who will make them feel emotionally understood. And that's extremely valuable, Virgo. That is something that is so rare, and you've come to that through a lot of hard work. You know, they say, you know, you can only have the capacity to help others heal when you've gone through so much healing yourself, and that's exactly what you've done, Virgo. So beautiful, and I just honor you in that. It's a very profound energy they're giving me around that King of Water. So 2 of Earth, Virgo, too much going on at once, needing to make a decision. So something needs to change in your physical world in October. I'm going to get some clarification on this. 2 of Earth, please, for Virgo. Clarification. Thank you. King of Earth. Generous, practical, professional, responsible. This is a successful time in October. Confidently accepting opportunities. And you have kind of the Midas touch in October. Okay, so because that 2 of Earth was clarified by this, what that tells me is that it's time, Virgo, for you to step into your power in the physical. It's time for you to claim your power. It's time for you to, you know that you're this person people come to. You know that you're this person who has this emotional capacity and depth. You know how strong you are. It's time for you now to step into this in the physical in ways that are abundant physically, in ways that make practical sense. I'm hearing it's time for you to claim your throne, your earthly throne. It's time for you to claim your earthly throne, Virgo. Makes sense, because last month's reading was all about you clearing those barriers to your own greatness, and now it's really time for you to make that decision in October that's going to claim that greatness. Eight of Earth, yeah, skilled work, focusing on your work, working diligently. So much earth energy in your reading for October, Virgo. This is saying, you know, you are going to move into a very practical, very rubber meets the road kind of state in October. You've gone through this healing, you've gone through this inner work, and now you're going to see a lot of what you've done reflected in your physical once you decide that. Once you decide you're going to shift into that power in the physical, that's when, like they say, you claim, yeah, King of Earth again, you claim your rightful earthly throne. And they will show you, your guides will show you how you're going to do this, whether it's a new job, a new home, a new way that people are treating you, looking at you, just something new. Even if it's something where you're just changing the way you treat yourself in the physical. You're going to be stepping into your power, stepping into your true energy in the physical. Interesting, then the Queen of Earth comes out. Making time for those around you, taking a sensible approach, being creative and warm. But I'm feeling that this is, you know, so much earth energy, Virgo, and you are, wow. So I'm feeling that this is, as you come into this balance within yourself, as you claim this new place in your life, you know, saying like, oh, upgrade is what I'm getting, just upgrading everything, that will be reflected to you in your partner, whether it's a new partner or your existing partner kind of upgrading themselves. That will be reflected to you. Beautiful. Let's see what the Lenormand message is for Virgo. So it's all about coming into your rightful throne, Virgo, in alignment with your inner state. You're going to receive so much guidance in October. This is like signs everywhere, like an explosion of divine communication, signs, messages. You're going to see them everywhere. You're not going to be able to miss them. They will be in your face. It'll be like, this is a sign. This is a sign. But do look for them, you know. Do be open to them. Do ask for them. And those signs are going to lead you into that physical shift, into that physical coming into your own, okay? So follow those signs. And ask your guides, please show me what steps I can take in alignment with coming into my power in the earthly, coming into that abundance, coming into that rightful, you know, state of myself. It does require, you know, when you're looking for the signs, you're asking for help, it does require staying in that perpetual state of surrender. Not feeling, you know, it's kind of counterintuitive because you're saying, well, I'm the king and I'm, or the queen, and I'm in command in my earthly life, but yet I'm in surrender. Yes, because your true power comes from the divine. Your true power comes from being in alignment, you know, with the divine, and that requires surrender. That requires releasing the idea that you know or have the answers. So remember always to change your perspective. If you feel, you know, caught in your mind, or if you feel like you can't see an answer or can't see the guidance, change your perspective, surrender more deeply, say to the divine, I don't know. It's the most powerful thing you can do. Okay, and your love message for October, Virgo. I'm really getting also from this, like, you will discover strength you didn't know was there. It's like, you know, you'll be able to hold this pose for hours. You'll be able to stay in this state of suspension, of surrender, much more effortlessly than you would have believed. Beautiful. Yes, Virgo. Love yourself first. Your self-respect, makes you more romantically attractive. And this again is, I mean, very much a progression from the September reading for you. So I remember that one vividly. And it was about coming into this love and respect for yourself. So in October, you're just going to carry that out into the physical. You're going to take actions that are consistent with this. You know, before it was about even shifting into this love. Now it's about taking actions in the physical, changing your life to reflect this love, this respect for yourself, this love for yourself, this love from the divine through you that will be reflected, as you can see with this, you know, king and queen of earth. Yeah, so right now in October, this is the transition. This is the transition from before to after. It's the transition from the old to the all new. Through this Holy Trinity energy, you in balance within yin and yang and the divine. Moving you into heaven on earth, moving you into, again, your rightful throne with this crown. Okay, your rightful power within yourself. Yeah, I love that, Virgo. Okay, and your Alice in Wonderland Oracle message for Virgo. Uncertainty. Choose who you will become. So again, this is, and this is another, yeah, this reduces to a 3 again. So that trust with the divine, that state of surrender, that state of working with the divine, that state of saying, I don't know, please show me, that state of perpetual uncertainty that leads to power, that leads to you coming into your power. And again, it's so counterintuitive because you are this king or queen of pentacles in the earthly, and yet you're being asked to be uncertain and surrender. But yeah, that's where your power comes from. That's where your strength comes from. So embracing that and choosing who you will become, choosing to step into that greatness through God, through the divine, through your own higher self. Beautiful. And that will be happening in October. It's going to be a very, very empowering month for you, Virgo, in October. So please keep me updated on how that unfolds. Thank you for being with me for these readings, and we will have the other 6 signs soon. So have a beautiful October. We'll connect again soon.